there, my lovely humans. Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's always such a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you've been doing well. I've been well myself. I know I've been away for quite some time, but it wasn't by choice. It's something I really needed to do because first of all, as you can see, we are in a different house right now. Yeah, we finally moved. I know I kept saying that we're going to move, but okay, here we are finally, and I am happy to be here. And one of the few reasons why I had to move is because most of you are really complaining about the background noise in my very first videos, right? And if you can tell in my recent videos, there's very minimal noise, right? But to do that, to make that possible, it used to take me like 10 times the amount of time it should have taken me to shoot the videos, and 10 times the amount of time it should have taken me to edit those videos. So it really used to drain me, right? So I figured moving was a good option, it was a good option, in as much as this place isn't as silent as I had hoped it would be, because there's just loud music most of the time, a lot of weird noises here and there, but I really don't want to complain because I just want to enjoy this new place I'm in. I want to at least do the best I can. If push comes to shove, I think I'll have to get some lighting equipment so that I can be able to shoot the videos at night when there's no noise, when people are down. But for now, let's just do whatever we can, and I hope we get to create a lot of good things while we're here, right? Anyway, let's get straight into today's video, which is something I've been thinking about, and that's the love of self. Yeah, it being the month of love, will be more focused on romantic love and love for other people. Yeah, but to be able to love other people, you first have to be able to love yourself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. To have healthy relationships with other people, you first have to have a healthy relationship with yourself. Yeah, so if other relationships are important to you, you first have to work on yourself. Even the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Love other people as you love yourself, which means that loving yourself is not an option. Yeah, you love God, and then you love yourself, and then you take from the extension of God and loving yourself, and then pour that love onto somebody else. Yeah, you can only love other people at the level at which you love yourself. Okay, so how can we strengthen this love of self? How can we strengthen this awareness of self? Just like every other relationship, it requires time and commitment to build. A deeper relationship with yourself involves taking the time to understand your thoughts and your emotions and your behaviors, and how these things interconnect to form your unique identity, how these things make you you. It requires a deeper level of self-awareness and introspection, okay? And then again, it requires a lot of sacrifice, because sometimes your life might have to change. Not wait for it to change, but you might have to intentionally change it, okay? Sometimes you might have to let go of things you don't want to. Sometimes you might have to let go of people and relationships that you might not want to. Sometimes you might have to let go of your immediate wants and needs. Yeah, sometimes you might have to step back from things you don't want to, just so that you can figure you out. Okay, but sometimes we let these people or things into our lives, or we allow them to stay in our life because we just don't want to deal with ourselves, right? We don't want to deal with our traumas and our negativity. We just don't want to get to know ourselves because there's things about us that we don't want to address. Yeah, but just like a healthy relationship with someone else requires intentionality, it requires you to understand them, it requires you to spend time with them, it requires you to actually know them, even their dark side. A relationship with yourself isn't any different. It requires you to spend time with yourself so that you can understand yourself. It requires you to tap into your essence and understand your own truth, and that requires sacrifice. I bet we've all had this statement at some point in our lives that love is sacrifice. Yeah, when you love someone, sometimes you might have to sacrifice some things for them. Yeah, and by this I don't mean sacrifice your values for their approval. No, that's not what I mean. That's not okay. What I mean is Maybe you're the type of person who loves to go out over the weekend. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice that to spend that time with somebody you love, yeah? And sometimes that person can even be you. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice something so that you can spend time with yourself. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice some things so that you can work on yourself, so that you can work on becoming a better or the best version of yourself, okay? But you also need the knowledge of self to be able to do this. You have to figure out the things in your life that are adding into you and the things in your life that are taking away from the relationship with yourself. These conversations that you'll have to have with yourself, these experiences and traumas that you'll have to deal with so that you can heal from, these things that you'll have to intentionally grieve instead of distract yourself from, yeah? You have to allow yourself to feel these feelings, and you can use that discomfort to bring more compassion and love and healing to a part of you that you don't like or understand, yeah? Because you can never heal from something you keep avoiding, you might have to go back and grieve a relationship that you lost. You might have to go back and grieve a mistake you made that maybe completely changed your life, yeah? And because of that, you might have to sacrifice your time, you might have to sacrifice your comfort, your current relationships, and sometimes even your money, because I'm a huge advocate for therapy. If you ever get an opportunity to, because I know these things ain't cheap, but if you can just seek help, yeah? Because no matter how okay you think you are, no matter how unnecessary you think it is, I know it's helpful, I know it's necessary, and I will 100% recommend it, okay? You really need to be honest and transparent with yourself, okay? This means acknowledging your strengths and your weaknesses as well, yeah? Because this will help you recognize the areas in your life that you need to work on, the areas that you need to grow, and this also means facing your fears and insecurities and working through them instead of avoiding them and ignoring them, right? And I feel like sometimes you might have to sacrifice good things so that you can get better things, right? Sometimes something may look good or feel good in the moment, but deep down you have this awkward feeling that it's not, it just doesn't feel right, yeah? Something may look good or feel good, but it just doesn't align with your values and it feels uncomfortable, and maybe it's just a distraction from yourself. You need to give yourself time to connect with yourself, yeah? And most of these sacrifices you have to make aren't easy. I mean, that's why they're sacrifices after all. If they were easy, then they wouldn't be sacrifices, and if they were easy, everybody would do them, yeah? And I bet nobody enjoys feeling disconnected from themselves, yeah? But if you care about yourself enough, if you care about the people in your life enough and you'd like to love them better, these are just things that you'll have to do, okay? And don't forget the self-care part of it as well. Spend that time you have with yourself doing things that you love and enjoy, yeah? Read some good books, listen to some uplifting podcasts, yeah? Take a nice warm shower, cook you some good food, exercise. Actually, I think journaling and meditating should be a part of everybody's life, right? Because, okay, I used to be so big on journaling. I used to do it like every single day. I used to get home and just write down my thoughts and my feelings and my experiences for the day, and it used to really help me, yeah? And especially being the type of person who spends most of their time alone, so I don't get to share my thoughts and my feelings and my experiences a lot. So that's something that really helps me, and I think you can try it as well. It really helps. Just try it and let me know what you think about it. And okay, right now I feel like maybe I don't do it that often because prayer has also become a huge part of my life, and I feel like I'm always talking to God. I think that's how I share my feelings nowadays and my thoughts, but still that's something I'll try to get back to because it really used to help me. You try it and also let me know what you think, okay? And meditation as well. I read somewhere that prayer is talking to God, meditation is listening to Him, yeah? Sometimes just sit somewhere in silence and take a break from everything. Just breathe, practice mindfulness, be present in the moment, okay? And also, don't forget to spend time with people who love and respect you, yeah? A big part of loving yourself is allowing other people to love you, okay? And I used to struggle with this so much in the past, and I don't know why I just couldn't let people love and help me and take care of me. It was just hard for me, yeah? But let me tell you, for you to be good at giving, you have to be good at receiving as well. Yeah, just allow other people to love you so that you can be good at loving other people. Okay, allow other people to help and take care of you so that you can be good at helping and taking care of other people. Yeah, and I was thinking about it, and I realized this joy I usually feel when I show up for somebody I love. Yeah, so why can't I just allow other people to experience the same feeling, right? And embrace self-compassion. Remember to treat yourself with kindness and with respect, and forgive yourself for the mistakes that you might have made. Okay, and strive to become a better person, not only for other people but for yourself as well. Yeah, actually one of my intentions for this year was to create a version of me that I genuinely admire and respect. Yeah, so nowadays before I do something or I say something, I always ask myself, looking back at this tomorrow or in 1 month or in a year, will this be a decision I'll respect making? Will this be something I'll be proud of? And we can never fully know or understand ourselves because we are constantly changing and we are constantly evolving. Yeah, and that's why we have to keep working on ourselves. But while we do that, we can be able to attract better things into our lives because we attract the things that are within the same vibration that we're at, right? So if you keep attracting things or people that you don't like or that aren't good for you, ask yourself, what about me is attracting these kind of things or this kind of people? If you keep attracting people who disrespect you, of course remove yourself from that situation because people like that don't deserve to be in your life. But also ask yourself, what about me is making these people comfortable enough to disrespect me like that? Yeah, and what can I do about myself to become a better version of myself so that I can be able to attract the things and the people that I would like in my life, right? All I'm saying is the love of self requires effort, and it requires mindfulness, it requires a deeper understanding of self, it requires a lot of awareness of self, and it requires sacrifice. Yeah, you need to spend time with yourself so that you can be able to understand and love yourself. Yeah, spend time with God, get to know yourself, and then you'll have the capacity to love other people. Okay, anyway, I think I'll have to end this video here because lighting. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe if you liked the video. Let me know what you think about it down in the comment section. And by the way, when you people like, comment and share my videos, it shows YouTube that it's a good video, so they start pushing it out there for more people to see, and that really helps my channel and it will help our small family grow faster. So please don't forget to do that. Comment down below, let me know what you learned, and I think I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, take care, bye.